Many of you know Milwaukee's police chief has been taking the heat this past week or so over the death of a man who died in police custody. Now the question is, should the chief step down? Really depends on who you ask.
We asked the man who's in charge of many city issues, Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett. Fox 6's Myra Sanchik has the story.
Yeah, there was a closed-door meeting last night between the chief and the Milwaukee Fire and Police Commission, at which the chief's performance was discussed. And there were questions about how his officers handle current cases that have become controversial. The specifics of that meeting are confidential, but some calls for the chief's resignation from the community are being rebuffed by the mayor and the chief. This disturbing video of a young man, Derek Williams, dying in the back of a police squad in 2011 has drawn protests and calls from community members for Chief Flynn to step down. Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett acknowledges a high level of unrest in the community.
Justice for Derek Williams.
But as far as some who are urging the chief to step down,
he's got a 4-year term, and so every indication is he's going to be staying. He wants to address these problems. Everyone shares the same goal, and that is to make sure that we have a safe city, a city where police respect citizens and citizens respect police and each other, and that takes work. And he clearly has indicated that he is going to work to do that.
The controversy Chief Ed Flynn finds himself in is not unique. Former Chief Nanette Hegarty fired 9 officers involved in the case of Frank Jude, beaten by police after a party in October of 2004. Under Chief Philip Areola, officers found a naked 14-year-old boy bleeding in the street and turned him back over to Jeffrey Dahmer. Dahmer later killed the boy. And Chief Harold Breyer's department faced large protests after a young man named Ernest Lacey died in police custody. Back to Chief Flynn. This was his statement Thursday night.
If people think that they've got the political power or authority or need to attempt to effectuate my removal, well, I've just got to respect that fact. That's their opinion. But that's a negative, and I'm going to focus on the positive.
The Fire and Police Commission director says they will continue working with the chief.
Will you consider firing the chief, sir?
And that's all I'm going to say tonight.
Now, none of those chiefs in that story resigned based on public pressure. There was a chief, Robert Zarnick, who did retire not long after a clash with an alderman. However, some who are asking for a federal investigation say they want investigators to look at a possible pattern of civil rights violations here and several different cases explored further. Back to you.
All right, an interesting look back. Myra, thank you. Elsewhere.